So now that it's starting to get cold outside, I'm catching all kinds of hell about Vicky's truck still not having heat or air conditioning. I ordered a new vintage air kit for it a long time ago and it came in at Jig's, but Colleen doesn't have heat or air right now either.
What a piece. So in order to do anything on this hunk of crap, you have to tear the entire nose off of it. Bumper cover, there's a structure here. There's the structure. There's the bumper cover. Here's all the horse shit.
Here's all the horse shit.
There's all the AC lines. Let's replace that one. It runs all the way back. And found another one coming off the compressor. Gotta change that. And the fans are shot all at the same time. It's wonderful. Bucket of shit.
So while Jeremy's down at his garage working on Colleen's car, I'm waiting on young Thomas to come pick me up to take me to lunch. And guess who shows up?
You're a giant butthole.
And to add insult to injury, she tries to get into my beef and noodle leftovers.
No, those are mine. You don't need to eat my beef and noodles.
Did I do rock, paper, scissors?
No, I'm gonna say, get the hell out of my kitchen. Hey, I could have had that for lunch.
Would you like
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Beef and noodle leftovers are a highly guarded commodity in my house.
Isn't this nice and cozy for her now?
I need a better chair.
You hear that? She needs a better chair.
Would you want mine? I'll share.
Do you want some noodles?
He just wants the bitch.
If I gotta watch my sister-in-law eat my beef and noodles, I'm gonna make sure Tommy's on his way.
Dude, listen. It's 1:30. We're supposed to go to lunch and you're not even here yet.
I know, I'm trying to finish up with this video and get the film done.
Bro, you already cost me beef and noodle lunch. I could have had beef and noodles, but Paige showed up and ate it all. And now I'm waiting on you and you're telling me you're not even ready?
I'm leaving in about 5 minutes.
Start the clock.
True to his word, young Thomas showed up in about 15 minutes. And shortly after Tommy showed up, Uncle Bucko showed up. And I had a couple things to discuss with him as well. Because I need to get this 64 done ASAP.
You getting anything done up there?
Somewhat.
I gotta get this freaking truck started. Look, we got the Nova to fix.
Look, you got cookies.
I need you to take this seriously. We need to get that heat and air conditioning done in the 64. The Nova's nose has to be put back on.
One of Brendan has to be straightened out.
That too.
I'm working on it.
So finally, Tommy and I jump in the Suburban and we head into Roosters for lunch. And when I get there, I'm reminded that this electric car crap has just about gone too far. I've now lost my favorite parking spot for the Malibu to an electric vehicle charging station. We'll come back to that later in the video, but for right now, we need to eat and go see Uncle Terry at Jig's.
Young Thomas, what is it that you need today at Jig's?
I need your thickest valve cover gaskets, also known as your most non-leaking valve cover gaskets.
Okay.
For?
Small block Chrysler.
Ah, that's the whole problem. That's the whole Where's Craig?
Where's Craig?
Where is Craig?
He's in premarital
Yeah,
contracting.
Oh my God.
I think he gets married Sunday.
He's off. He was off yesterday and today. He's going to work tomorrow. He's going to race the stock super stock race on Saturday.
Where
and
at?
Get married on Sunday at Trails.
Oh, it's Trail Saturday?
Yeah. It's a Buckeye Stock Super Stock Challenge. So Jeffafa is
Oh,
gonna be racing too.
Jeffafa will be there.
He will
We're
be
gonna
racing.
try and bring the dart, but there's no testing or nothing. So.
Well, she can do first round, buy back in. That's 2 licks regardless. It's only money.
What class would we enter?
No box. Same as me.
I don't even know what it would run. I don't even know what we don't even know what we would dial.
Nobody does. That's the secret. Oh, Uncle Terry.
That's the secret.
You just got to drive like Billy. You just make the car print the time slip that you need. Regardless.
That's all you got to do.
If you hold enough, you can do that.
So Uncle Terry gets us hooked up with some hopefully non-leaking gaskets.
You think those are
Rubber
going to do
molded
it?
over steel frame, guaranteed not to leak unless there's oil in it.
Hey, didn't you want cork gaskets?
No more cork gaskets. Much better. Yeah.
That's not what Chief says.
Sorry, Chief.
So we get everything we need at Jegs, and then we head back to the house. And by the time I got back, Robbie's already gotten busy wiring on the Malibu. He's found quite a few little wiring problems that he's not happy with in the car, and he's basically starting from scratch. Meanwhile, Junebug starts laying out all the Nitrous Express stuff they sent us the other day. I scored a new keychain and a screwdriver to tune carburetors with, and Robbie's got me hooked up with a new screen mount for my nitrous controller. So while Robbie's working on that, Billy and I jump on the Mustang to get the carburetor straightened up a little better because it wants to foul the spark plugs from idling and driving around, and he's evidently locked into a race tonight.
So I changed the power valve and I put the 72 jets back in it because that's already down 2 jet sizes from where it came out of the box. And I feel like it's most likely just a power valve. So let's put it back together and see what it does.
Now, Junior told me that he's locked into some race tonight with a Mopar. I think it's a black Charger. Challenger? I don't know. Whatever. So we got to get this carburetor straightened up because we damn sure don't want to go out and film a race to a Charger or a Challenger and lose with this Mustang. And if it fouls the plugs on the way there, that's a real possibility. So after tuning on the carburetor for a little while, I think the Mustang's in pretty decent shape. So now it's time to go ahead and warm up a nitrous bottle and meet up at the race spot. Now, TrickFlow made Billy a pretty good deal on all these parts for the Mustang, and they definitely want to see the Mustang winning races. So I do everything I can to make sure this Mustang runs good. But by the looks of this race, I'm digging my own grave with this little fox body. The better this Mustang runs, the harder it's going to be for me to stay ahead of him with the old Malibu. And judging by what I'm watching him do to this Challenger, I'm going to have my hands full with this Mustang. Friday morning I get up and it's blue skies and beautiful weather. A perfect opportunity for me to get up and get my grass cut. But unfortunately for me, things just aren't quite that easy. I noticed when I walked up to the tractor, the hood looked a little funny. And then I remembered. Billy had stolen the damn spark plugs out of my lawn tractor to put in his Mustang last night. So as usual, before I can get anything accomplished, I have to make a trip to see Mark at A1 Auto Parts. I just hope to hell he's got the ones I need. I came out to mow my grass this morning. It was a simple job.
That doesn't sound too hard.
It shouldn't be.
No.
It is for me.
Oh, that's ugly.
I brought Mark the spark plugs I pulled out of the tractor about a month ago, but he didn't realize these spark plugs weren't my problem. Those are the plugs I took out a month ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I put a set of plugs in it that I had laying around the shop, some NGK-8s.
Yeah.
And evidently my son needed them last night for his Mustang. So he took the spark plugs out of my lawn tractor to put in his Mustang. I come out this morning, my spark plugs are gone. I have no compression.
Now, I've never heard of that happening before.
Well, today's your day.
crazy.
So luckily Mark had the spark plugs I needed, as well as some other shop supplies that Kenny Powers had sent me down to pick up, so that we can get a head start cleaning up after Uncle Bucko and weatherizing all the cars for winter. I hate to even think about having to do all that, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, the weather's starting to get cool already, and before long, there's going to be nights that are down into the 30s. Anyway, I checked in on everybody in the shop and went out and put my new spark plugs back in my lawn tractor so I can at least get my grass cut this morning. Anyway, while I'm out there mowing the grass, Uncle Rob is still working on wiring up all this nitrous stuff for the Malibu, and Harley's in there shipping orders out. And then Junior shows up with his Mustang, and Uncle Bucko,
When
too.
are you going to get started on my 64?
Probably tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah?
Tonight.
I'm taking it to my garage so I can be left in peace.
After I got done winding Jeremy up, I got the lowdown on what Junior's up to with these heads. So what's your plan there, Noose Bomb?
So since the Speedmaster block that I had isn't usable for a number of reasons. One, that wasn't ordered the right bore size, and if we bore it out with the sleeves that are in it, it's only going to leave us 25 thousandths.
Oh, that's perfect.
So it's going to be too thin. And the main cap, or the main bores, they're all 5 thousandths loose.
Oh, well,
what we
that's
need.
nice.
So we're not going to be able to use that block right now. And maybe in the future for something else, a different project. I haven't had any luck finding a 350 main 4125 bore block. So, but I did find a 400 main 4130 bore.
Mm-hmm.
And if we take it to 30 over, which is 4155, it'd be perfect. And I have a crank that's a 400 main crank. And I have pistons that are for a 6-inch rod and a 3875 stroke. So we mocked it up at Bob's shop with another 400 block at standard deck height, and the pistons and rods that are in it came out perfect with 0 deck height.
Okay.
So if I can get this block, if we found it on eBay, it's in Illinois, it's about 7.5 hours. If I can get this block, then I'll be able to put together an aluminum 421 with the 23-degree stuff.
Oh.
And that'll just be, it's just what we can get a hold of quick before November.
An aluminum 421.
Yeah, might not be a bad deal just for like a spare motor. So hopefully we can get that block. I'm taking the heads back to Bob right now because obviously all the exhaust valves are bent. So he's going to get the part number off the exhaust valves and do some measurements, see what we need to do there. We may have to replace a few retainers. Look like they've been nicked a little bit. Other than that, I think we're going to need rings, and I got a set of brand new rods, 6-inch rods. Be in pretty good shape, I think. You know,
An aluminum
as long as some heads
421.
clean up, yeah.
Oh boy. Now originally Billy was planning on building an all aluminum 372 cubic inch engine, which he's already got 18-degree heads for, from trick flow, the intake, the shaft rockers, the pistons, and everything. Unfortunately, everything is made for a 4125 bore. So he's going to have to find a completely different block other than the one that he's already got. And as usual, we're in a time crunch because Billy's been invited to Mega Cash Days this November, and we have to have the S10 ready for that. Meanwhile, I'm finding myself in my own time crunch with this Malibu. We still don't have the wiring finished in this thing. All right, Uncle Rob, where are we stand on this deal?
We're about probably 8 total wires from being complete.
Basically, we rewired the whole car.
Pretty much. Other than the factory wiring harness, we've rewired pretty much everything. Just tidied stuff up. We're getting ready to go to a big show.
Well, it's going to PRI, and Uncle
Yeah.
Rob wants the shit to be right,
Yep.
going to PRI.
And then, you know, we've had other problems where stuff's been intermittent and not work and so on and so forth. And I just basically went through like one wire. I found like 5 butt connectors and a piece of wire that was like 6 feet long.
What?
So
That's not possible. Not in my car.
not at all. But needless to say, none of those wires are in anymore.
Okay.
Just a little
So
tidy stuff.
here's what happens. You start building a car, right? First you put a small block in it, then we put a lock-up overdrive, and then we put gauges in it, and then we put a tack in it, and then we put an ignition box in it, and then, you know, bada bing, bada boom, then it's got nitrous, and then it's got, you know, a retard ignition box, and then it's got a standalone. And so sometimes wires get cut, chopped, spliced together, and things added that kind of make a mess.
Yeah,
So eventually, sometimes you just got to stop and start over.
that's exactly what we did.
And that's what Robbie did.
Yeah. We stopped and started over just like you said.
So they're calling for rain tomorrow, 86% chance. So I don't think I'm racing anywhere tomorrow anyway. And you're pretty tired.
Yes.
So
We should have her going for tomorrow. We should be able to, if it dries up, maybe you can go test it on the street or something. But my plan is to have it spraying nitrous tomorrow before I leave here.
okay.
That's pretty much it. I mean, we're just taking our time with it. We'll see what happens, I guess. Either gonna work or something.
Robbie was feeling pretty tired tonight, so he went on home to get some rest to come back tomorrow. And then Uncle Bucko shows up. Well, well, well. Look who it is.
Third shift.
Shit. You got to work a first shift and a second before you can call yourself third. Now what are you doing? I hope the hell you're here to get that truck.
Yeah.
What truck? Oh, my. Oh, dude, I'm freezing.
Listen, I told him today, my
fall is
wife is
here.
going to have my ass if you don't get that heat and air conditioning
Okay.
put in that truck.
So, I would like to go to Amish country next week, but the weather is cold now, so I need some heat.
Are you ready to take that thing down there?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So Jeremy and I load up all the vintage air kit into the back of Vicky's 64 C10, and I send Jeremy on his way down to his house. Luckily, he only lives a few minutes away from me, so that'll make it nice for me just to run down there tomorrow and take some video of whatever's going on with that project while we're still working on things back here at the shop, on the Malibu, and everything else we've got going on. Well, your truck project has begun.
Thank goodness.
He says he's pulling it straight in. He's going to get started on it tonight.
I prefer that over driving with a blanket over my lap.
So, are we going to talk a little bit about my new merch ideas?
Well, I was kind of peeking in the emails today that were going back and forth between you and Gina, and I was pretty excited about what's coming. I can't wait to show everybody.
All right, I'm going to give him a little sneak peek.
A sneak?
Yeah. So, let's just say, not real liberal. Vicky's on edge. I'm getting a little frustrated with this electric vehicle.
We're being invaded by electric vehicles. Our Kroger,
Well, they're shoving it down our throats.
now the
I'm getting
front
sick
row,
of it.
the front row at the grocery store is now all these spots for them to hook up to get.
Yeah, and when I went to
It's
Roosters,
weird.
when I went to Roosters with Tommy, my
Your
favorite
favorite spot.
freaking parking spot for my Malibu is now for freaking electric.
I feel
Wow.
like they should have to walk.
Well,
They
technically
should-
they do have to walk. That's
Not
like
at
the first.
Kroger. It's like right up front,
Well, at Roosters they stuck them out in the boondocks, but that's where I like to park my Malibu,
away from the weirdos. Yeah.
so the weirdos don't bang into my freaking car.
Well, at any rate, we know that you prefer your gas-powered vehicles, not electric.
I won't even buy an electric RC car.
I'm sure if the right one came along, you would.
I
but-
won't do it. Every one of my RC trucks has a carburetor. Every single one. Oh, now we got to start over.
Is that bright? It's
No,
so
don't
bright.
turn it back on. It looks better without it.
I know. It's why it was glaring at me. Well, so are you going to give him like a little sneak peek, or no?
All right, I'll give them a little sneak peek.
It's pretty cool, and what's coming will probably be a variety of metal signs for your wall, for your shop, stickers.
Listen, I want to have
shirts.
these stickers
Yeah.
shoved on every gas pump all over the freaking country, just like those ones with the president. I won't even call it. I'm not even going to go down that rat hole.
Don't even.
All right.
Back up.
All right, so
If people choose to slap one on their car or on a gas pump, so
right.
be it.
so we're going to work on a few different designs. I'm just going to show them just the one.
Okay.
Just
But
the
there's so much coming that's really neat, that because we're gearing up for that Christmas lineup that Bill said we want to get it rolling so that we're not caught, scrambling to get everybody their
We're
stuff.
still going to be scrambling, but
Yeah, but
whatever.
we have some cool stuff coming.
We got some cool stuff.
Anyway, I was peeking at the emails today and I saw it.
Get out of my emails. You don't need to be in my phone. You don't need to be in my emails. You definitely don't need to be in my PayPal.
Oh, listen.
You got locked out of that the other day trying to sneak into it. You screwed it all up. I had a hell of a time. Listen, I went to log into my PayPal and it wouldn't let me log in because I missed one letter.
Is that my fault?
Well, you had screwed it all up so it was on high alert to begin with. So when I got in there and I messed
High
up one
alert.
little letter, it kicked me out. I had to change my passcode, so I went to put the passcode back the way it was.
Oh.
It said, you can't have the same one you already had. I said, that's the same damn one I... So I was mad
And that's
as hell.
all my fault.
Yeah, so then I had to change it to something I don't even know what the hell it was now.
Can
I can't
you
even remember
chipmunk all
what it is.
This whole thing.
Like, if it was me venting right now, you would be frustrated and you'd chipmunk me. So chipmunk yourself for that waste of oxygen the last 30 seconds.
No. All right,
All right, can I go in now? I'm done.
you're done.
I'm
You just,
done.
that's it. You just don't want...
Unless you want to show them the cookies I made today.
No, I'm not showing no damn cookies.
All right, well then I'm done.
mother.